On Monday, oil continues to plunge with Brent crude settling at $32 per barrel in the early trade. At one point, the quotes were on the way to recovery. Today, traders are evaluating the surprise announcement made by the Federal Reserve, which cut its key interest rate to near zero level. Other regulators in the UK, Canada, Japan and Switzerland are widely expected to take stimulative measures to ensure liquidity. Markets are still going through a period of high volatility after suffering one of the biggest declines last week. Over the past 5 days, oil has crashed by more than 20%. Today, oil prices have reached another record low. International benchmark Brent crude oil went down by 4%, having hit $32 per barrel. WTI futures are rapidly extending losses, trading today at $30.43 a barrel. If the massive selling of risky assets continues, Brent is likely to fall below $30 per barrel. Panic over the coronavirus pandemic has swept over the markets. At the same time, market participants are overwhelmed by the scale of supporting measures implemented to combat the virus spread. The US Federal Reserve is expected to hold a meeting on Wednesday and Thursday, where it will revise its economic growth outlook for this year. Traders hope to get any hints on whether the US officials anticipate a recession and how long and severe it could be. The Bank of Japan and the Swiss National Bank will hold their meetings shortly after the Fed issues its announcement. The Bank of Russia will also hold its policy meeting on Friday. Investors think that there is a 62% probability that the regulator may cut the interest rate by 25 percentage points despite the weakening national currency and overall risk aversion. Plummeting oil prices are dragging down the ruble. This week, the ruble has retreated by almost 2% against the US dollar. The dollar-ruble pair is again approaching the mark of 75. Currently, the governments all over the world are struggling to contain the virus spread. Even the large-scale supportive measures provided by the global central banks failed to stabilize the markets. The ruble will remain under pressure as long as the instability in the market persists. Experts do not see any factors that can benefit the ruble right now. Meanwhile, today, the beginning of the tax payment period in Russia can provide short-term support for the ruble. In the course of the day, the dollar-ruble pair is expected to trade in the range between 74 and 75. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.